because he has a lot of dash momentum with his normals, and so you can do like dash 5K to whiff punish a lot of things, and it's very fun. Hi, Idian. Hi.
As is tradition. I will still outwave you, Mr.
Hi, Jack.
I can wave longer than you. You have to play the game.
Yep, that's true.
Once again, I am victorious.
Lost the wave off. All right, Led Nature's Rock. Axel coming in from God knows where. Is that ever explained?
He's just, you know, he's a mysterious being. He does what he wants.
Jodo Goat, who's on comms? Boat Camel and Vegan Roasted Turkey.
This is true. This is factual.
Hello, Jodo.
All right. Let's see how Axel Delos is able to manage space against one of the fastest and most maneuverable characters in the anime fighter.
That's true. That's true. Well, I got right. Is you? Yeah. Hi, Jodo. All right.
We simply recuse ourselves from the tornado, and WiseMysticTree does have pressure, does get Oki.
It's true. Fun fact: Axel is not allowed to hit you unless you say so.
That's true. Getting zoned by Axel? Just say no. He legally cannot zone you without your consent.
Exactly.
It's factual.
Can you say Crucify Scissors out loud for me real quick? Okay, Crucify Scissors. Let's go. I love my chatters. I will say anything. Well, not anything, but I will say a lot.
Scissors knows what they did, I hope.
Of course, of course, of course.
And definitely has it coming. Whatever Scissors did.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Ooh, nice.
I endorse this wholeheartedly. We're gonna go through the wall, you guys.
All right, through the wall. Holy. You know, can we talk about like Millia? Millia has a surprisingly good damage output sometimes. Off the right hit, especially with meter.
Yeah, I mean they have been. I think they have been scaling Millia's damage up a bit. You know, because in sort of the scheme of what makes a strong character in Strive, having the strong mix but really low damage output is not generally great. So they gave some combo extenders and some damage buffs, and now she's just hopelessly miserable to fight sometimes.
That is true.
If you're a slow or zoner-based character, but yeah, she's not Exer Millia strong at the very least. So we have that solace, I suppose.
That's true. That's true. But she is quite close. I will be honest. She is not far off. Because let's be real. Even though she might not have the best damage, she has quite the corner carry. That would have been shown there had Axel Delos not bursted.
That is true. But remember, she could always have pin. So you should be grateful she doesn't have pin anymore.
That's true. That's true. Oh, burst. Pretty low health. One hit is all Axel Delos needs.
Now, one decent combo. One like okay combo starter. At this point, any hit that's not blocked will do it. But WiseMysticTree finds his way in anyway. And we're going to reset the Oki instead of going through the wall. Given the meter, that's probably the right decision. Cross up again, and with, we don't even need the money. We don't even need the $50. We're just killing anyway.
That's true, that's true. It says Millia is Ultra Giga broken. Now, as a commentator, I must not be biased. I must not be biased. However, I could say I have more challenge fighting Millia than Axel. I would say that much.
Yeah, I think that we've seen, like, I don't know if we've seen Ultra Giga Broken characters in Strive. We've definitely seen characters who are too strong, and in ways that are too anti-interaction, like you know, Happy Chaos.
Well, that's true. That is quite true.
In Strive's lifetime, I don't. Now, things could have changed in the last couple weeks. So I haven't been playing in a month or two, but the last time I played Strive, Millia was not that strong. I'm not saying she's a weak character, but she was not like this is bad for the health of the game strong. And I think Happy Chaos was at one point that strong. I would argue that maybe pre-nerf Slayer was, but overall, not that many characters have really gotten to that point.
I think among the strongest characters in this game's lifespan, I think Launch HC definitely up there. Season 4.2 pot, so last patch pot, absolutely up there. Yeah, I mean, there's Launch Soul, there's Season 4.0 Ram, definitely up there.
Oh yeah,
definitely, definitely.
I mean, those swords needed to go away on hit.
Yeah, and 5K into a whole combo, absolutely madness.
Please snail Axel at least once. I don't actually know the moves by name. I just know them by how I have to try to avoid them to not die for fighting Axel.
Snail's so like the big slash he does, that's like very minus, but it gives hard knockdown.
Okay. Very minus against Millia might be a bad idea. That might be why there's a reticence to Snail.
It's not reliable hit confirm either. So if you hit 2P, right, and you do 2P Snail, it's actually not really a hit confirm a lot of the time. It's more of a wish confirm, is what I call it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's true.
That's Axel. I feel like Axel has been on the weaker side of the roster for most of the game's lifespan. So he's not very good at getting reward. He's got good space control in general, but he's not great at getting reward off of that space control. So it would make sense that he'd have trouble hit confirming into his hard knockdown.
That's true. But this patch, they gave it hard knockdown. And even if it's risky, it's worth going for at least once or twice. However, we cannot see that as WiseMysticTree takes it 3-0 over Axel D Lowest.
Which means that WiseMysticTree will be going on to fight in Jack World.